You win. I've decided we really need to follow these quests in order, and I'm going to need to work on the mob unit, the mob grinder. So I was looking at this quest, and I decided to go ahead and build this mob fan because I wanted to see how far it works. But check this out. They've updated the UI for it. So you know, how you place it down, it's going to blow in your direction. If you go here, you hit show area, and they added this feature, so now you can see how far it'll push. So mobs that are here will get pushed all the way, and I can't tell if they'll be pushed here or here. Only way to find out is let's grab one cobblestone and just stick. There's never any stick in there. Let's see what it does here. Oh yeah, so it pushes a good amount to here, and then any overlap in that block and you get here. So so we can also look at upgrades for it. And so there's the width modifier. Let's make one. It stacks up to 3. If we put that in there, okay, so if I step at all into there, bumps me out here. Now, so the idea would be you create a height modifier. What does the height modifier require? We can make this. I don't know that this is necessary per se. Actually, let's turn that off. But if we made that go into, let's just say, up here, and then we put that switch on there, and we show the area, we show the width where that goes. Oh, it's off. And then we show the height. That's a pretty good sized block. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 spawning spaces. And then you can go into whatever the grinder is. So if we turn this on, and it looks like the old problem of torches blocking it. It doesn't pull items. It doesn't blow items, so it only pushes entities. So that is a spawning space, and it blows it out here. So whatever mob grinding contraption you could have, absorption hopper is 7x7 area. And XP orbs, right? So how do we make that? It's probably this little dark spot there. Okay. Need an Eye of Ender, hopper, obsidian. That's not a big deal. We should probably do that now before I use up all my ender pearls. So one of those, one of those. Okay. And then I still don't have any. I didn't need 5. So if we just did I already forgot how it goes. Voila. So the hopper, it doesn't push any items anywhere. This is which direction you want it to push things. items and fluids, so good. It's all compact. Show area. All right, so that's a pretty big area. But we can set it up so that, yeah, does not like these pickaxes. But if we made like one unit, one section here, and then a space, and then another section for different kinds of mobs, like we can make it useful that way. Let's just say we put this right like that. We showed the area. Yeah, I mean that's pretty big coverage. So we could use a one hopper, but if all the mobs get pushed to one end and then killed by a grinding system, I mean, we could use iron spikes, push them all the way in. It'll drop mob XP. Mobs killed by spikes do not count as player kills. So you'll just get basic mob drops and XP to store up XP so that whenever I want to get XP, I can just go get it. It's not bad. And then this would be a tank that stores XP, and then you would have the absorption hopper to feed something for regular mob drops. Which I think ender pearls will count, possibly. That might be a good way to get ender pearls. So it's just the iron swords and a block of iron. Okay, we can do that. We'll just grab a stack of sticks. Yeah, I have. So let's grab 1, 2, 3. And then the block of iron that we already had. Makes one set of iron spikes. So we could push everything onto like a one block square. That would kill everything except bats. So I would want like 3 of these, or 2 of these, possibly. Let's make a singularity tank just to get this quest done, and then I'll do all the building of the actual room and stuff at the bottom of the world, and work out the logistics there off camera. Singularity tank. So it's just glass and iron. Which I'm missing glass because I double clicked all this. There's no glass in there? I didn't cook anymore. Alright, so the glass is down here, I believe. We'll just leave some there. Alright, so if I come here, singularity tank, boom, that should give me a quest completion. There we go. So we'll complete that quest, come back, and then what is this mob masher? That might be better than making a whole bunch of those other things here. So what is a mob mesher? Advanced mob grinder can be enhanced with mob masher upgrades. Mob mash do count as player kills. So then we can get all the loot bags and the other stuff, which we probably would end up using our YABBA controller down there for the barrels to see if we like the YABBA barrel system or if we like to stick with the drawers. So there's advantages to that experiment. We'll get one, get another one. Diamonds. Oh, we gotta get more iron spikes. Yep. So one more and one more. So 3 for that and then 2 for that. Okay. Goodness. Iron, block of iron. Block of iron. So we have that, we have that, that. We're gonna need another block of iron. And then we just need 3 diamonds. So over here. Okay, so that works better than the grind. Potentially. We might still have to deal with flying mobs not being... How tall is this masher? So if we take this and we put it here, that's a full block high. So it does... And look at all these add-ons here. Land of arthropods, beheading, fire aspect, looting, that'd be good. Sharpness, I guess, to make it kill things faster. So, and then another question I have is whether or not right in there. Another question I have. Okay, so I wouldn't need a power source down there. Just use these. Okay, it's not that fast. So that's where the upgrades could come in. Add sharpness. Sharpness 10. That'll be a little bit crazy. And then also just die. That's pretty cheap. So we could add a whole, like if we really want loot. That's expensive. Mob masher upgrade. Smite. Okay. And then beheading to try to get different heads. Interesting. All right, so we have a goal. We have a plan, and it'll be up to me to just put that plan into action down at the bottom of the world. Interesting. So that's a slime chunk. So I don't think that should affect our spawn rates on anything. But okay, so I set this up. I'm making this out of obsidian because I'm afraid of John Cena creepers destroying everything. And I have plenty of obsidian. So let's turn on the show area. So the idea here is this pushes out the end of this block. So we have, I mean, it's not a big farm by any stretch. But if we come in here and we put in our height modifier, that's 3 high. And then we put in our width modifier. That makes it 3 wide. So everything that spawns in here will get pushed here. And my idea now will be to take these mob grinders. Oh, I left one up top. Put mob grinders here and here, and then a third one. So everything gets pushed onto the mob grinders. These kill whatever needs to be killed, and then we have our vacuum hopper pull, and I'm going to have it so the vacuum hopper only overlaps a little bit with this area. Again, protecting from inadvertent detonation of Cena creepers. Yeah. So I am going to keep working on this, and we'll see what the end result looks like. Sure. All right. We're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 5. So 15 spawnable space. This is not a big place. And then I've got 3 mashers here. And I think what I'm going to do is we'll go ahead and darken this up. I'm going to use this fused quartz as a window to allow us to see what's going on in there. So I can see the drops and things. And then we'll seal off the window here. Probably don't need that block there. Now, it's modded and obsidian. I'm using obsidian to make it a little bit safer and, you know, stronger, but in all fairness, there's probably better things to use. But for now, this was less expensive than some of the other things. Although I'm curious to see how fused quartz does, because that's actually pretty cheap. A little bit of sifting. All right, to give you an idea, oh, this fused glass lets a lot of light in. That is not. So we're gonna have to darken this a bit. No, that's still not enough. All right. Well, let me finish show you the stuff, and I'll figure out a way to make that even darker. I wonder if we can tint fused quartz, like darken it. But come down here, we have a little bit of a safety platform. And these 3 switches turn on the mob masher. Is this why there's light coming in? I mean, that shouldn't be why there's light going in there. Well, that mob mashers are turning. And then you come around here to turn that on. Turn the fan on. And that should do it. We're gonna let that run for a little bit while I go and figure out this fuse quartz thing. What is this? North, south, down, up, and east, west. Oh, so I could totally offset it. Yeah, we could offset that a little bit, couldn't we? So let's just say, which direction is this? East. I'm facing west, right? That's south, so west. Okay. So if I want to go west, all right. So now that's gonna absorb in that direction. Go up top, see if we can't get. Well, they bounce around. So things are spawning in there as soon as I walk away. So the fact that it's not completely full-on red X's doesn't seem to be hurting us a whole bunch. Nice. Here, went ahead and made this center here. As long as they're in connection with each other, this controller can see all the blocks, and as long as I don't have anything empty, it should sort things fine. I added stick as kind of a placeholder in case I spawn any witches in there, and that glass bottle and whatnot. So right now I have it set up to go. I got to figure out the logic of this. I want it to prioritize all this stuff, but I think what I'll do is I'll leave this large crate here in case I come here and see stuff still sitting around in there. I put this on here, but I couldn't get the logic to fill this and then this. So we'll see. Right now it's going up and this way. See the blue band? The green is XP, liquid, and then this is items. So what I didn't really plan for was Enderman teleporting out here. There is a there's a device called an Ender inhibitor. So I'm going to go up and get some glowstone and redstone. And I got an ender pearl. We have a block for ender pearls too. So let's go up. Let's make that ender teleporting inhibitor. Enderman teleporting out of that. Hope that works. Blocks away can be attached to any side of solid blocks. Right click to deactivate and activate. So if we come over here, so if I put it there, it's inactive and then it's active. So hopefully that will block the teleportation. And let's see, it's 2838. So let's walk back and see if we get any drops, loot bags. So 2838 was the count that we had in the bag collector converter block. And so if we're collecting bags and it's going into this in the sorter, then that number should be higher. Yes, excellent, excellent. So the bags that can go here, these bags can't go in there. This patient bag, this doesn't take the patient bag, so I really am not sure what that is. But the bags that can go in here are going in here, probably only after it's tried to fill all of this stuff first. Now we have some unique items. That's a spider drop. What other? Let's get rid of that. Oh, that's not really what I wanted. Now we can put these things that don't stack well into this. And that's a glitched legendary looting bag. Cannot get it out to save my to save myself, so we're just gonna have to accept that that's stuck in there. Yeah, is that everything that we were worried about? Okay, so our mob grinder is working pretty well. Well, it's been a lot of fun. This actually wasn't as bad as I was making it out to be, but yeah, keep playing the game and having fun. See you next time.